Welcome back to another edition of From the Heart. In today's study of the book of Luke, the message comes from the book of Luke 1 verses 8 to 10. Luke, a physician, offers valuable insights into Jesus' interactions with others, capturing the essence of his teachings and impact on people's lives. The setting of most of the events Luke wrote about took place in Galilee and Judea. Luke 1 verses 8 to 10 states, "Once when Zechariah's division was on duty and he was serving as a priest before God, he was chosen by lot, according to the custom of the priesthood, to go into the temple of the Lord and burn incense. And when the time for the burning of incense came, all the assembled worshippers were praying outside." This passage takes us back to the time of Zechariah, a priest who had the honor of serving in the temple. So let's unpack what this passage tells us about Zechariah. As for his duty/job, we know that Zechariah belonged to a specific division of priests. They took turns serving in the temple, and it was Zechariah's turn on this occasion. We know he was given a sacred task as part of his priestly duties. A divine lottery chose Zechariah to enter the temple and burn incense. This was a solemn and sacred task, symbolizing prayer and worship. Let's try to imagine the atmosphere. Zechariah was inside the temple, and the assembled worshippers outside were praying. There would have been the fragrance of incense, hushed prayers were going on, and the anticipation of encountering God. It must have been an amazing spiritual experience. So how can we emulate Zechariah's actions in our lives? Like Zechariah, who faithfully carried out his duty even though it might have seemed routine, we too can carry out our everyday tasks at work, home, or in communities, with an open heart devoted to service. Like Zechariah, whose selection wasn't random, it was orchestrated by God. Similarly, our seemingly ordinary moments can hold divine appointments. Perhaps you will find your purpose in what you thought was mundane. Remember that the people prayed outside while Zechariah burned incense inside the temple. Prayer and worship go hand in hand. Therefore, our private moments of prayer connect us to God, and our communal worship strengthens our faith. So remember, there is power in prayer and worship. Dear listeners, as we navigate this earthly journey, remember we're all fellow travelers, sometimes stumbling, sometimes soaring, but always learning and growing together. Remember that faith is not about having all the answers. It's about trusting in God's purpose for your life, trusting the unseen, and finding meaning in your journey. This trust can bring peace and reassurance amid life's uncertainties. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening excursion through parts of the Bible. I await your unique perspective on the book of Luke, chapter 1, verses 8 through 10. Your distinct interpretation of the passages is a valuable addition to our discussion. So, let's engage in a meaningful conversation so that we might learn and grow together. I encourage you to share your reflections on the book of Luke, as it will foster a sense of community and promote engagement. Your active participation is what will make our community vibrant. As you go about your day, please find strength in the words shared. Go in peace, and may the armor of God always be with you. This message is from the heart. Also, I invite you to consider liking and subscribing to this channel. Doing so will help grow our community and foster a space for meaningful discussions and interpretations of the Word of God. I encourage you to invite others interested in deepening their faith and engaging in meaningful conversation. Until next time, bye for now.